to another vlog. A very good morning to you. It's a good morning, we think, over here, because I have some good news. I'm going back to London much quicker than I thought. When I last spoke to you, I was like, oh, I'm down in London now. I'm down in Cornwall now for the foreseeable. I've got absolutely no work on. Times are really hard, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 little jobs come in. Now, why I say little is because there was a bit of a debate as to whether to actually do them at all. They're 2 little shifts on the one show, which I love doing. I'm so grateful to be asked. And the only reason I'm sort of slightly hesitating there is because the pay's quite low, because it's only like 2 or 3 hours work, and you know, it's fine. And it's the BBC, so there's never any pay. But the train is obviously really expensive. But the reason I've taken them is twofold. The first being, I'm so grateful to be asked, and when you say no to someone like the BBC, you're always a bit scared that they're just going to go to the next person, which they will, because they just don't care if it's you or not, obviously. And then when they go to the next person, and then they take that, and then they might be asked again next time and not you. So it's kind of, firstly, for keeping in the mix, but secondly, it's my friend's birthday in London on Saturday night, and I was gutted not to be there because they're a group of friends that my best friends, and I absolutely love being with them, but we don't go out very much because they're mums, and they're also makeup artists, and they live in Surrey, well, Twickenham, St Margaret's, Hampton, so it's not around the corner for me, and they're not very likely to sort of ever be meeting up in town, you know, just on a random like beer night, so it has to be like a planned occasion. So for me to miss it, I was really gutted. So then when these 2 little jobs come in, added up together, they would cover the cost of my train travel back to London, and a gin and tonic at £12 probably in the pub. But more importantly, it gives me a reason to go back there, and it gives me cash to do so. Not quite that straightforward, because obviously I won't be paid for another month. I get paid by my company as PAYE anyway, so it doesn't even work like that, but regardless, yeah. So that's why I'm going back. I'm going back at 8:30 this morning, so I'm just going to quickly put the skincare on. I've just got up and had a shower. I've packed like some food. I always nick food from my parents' fridge to go back up to London. Do you do that? Please tell me you do that at 42 years old. I packed my stuff, and I'm going to head back up. And then I'm actually going to come back down on Sunday, because I'm out to see Fleetwood Mac at Falmouth Week in Falmouth on Sunday. So it's going to be a bit of a quick turnaround, because it's actually already Thursday today. I'm working tonight, I'm working tomorrow night, party Saturday, back here Sunday. So I thought I'd just do my skincare with you. By the way, what I put on was my Nambuzin Nad Bio 50 peptides. I absolutely love this because it sinks in really beautifully, and if you don't like heavy moisturisers, that would almost work as a serum and a moisturiser. It's thinner, it's thicker than a serum. Like, say for example, this is my Sculpted by Amy Hydra Bright Illuminating Serum, which I absolutely love, but it's basically just like water, which is great because it soaks in, because I love putting loads of layers on like you just saw. But if you wanted something alone, that peptide serum is fantastic, because it's enough hydration if you don't want anything heavier. I do like heavier, so then on top of that I put my Extreme Cream Firming and Lifting Moisturiser with plant-based retinol alternative and peptides and 3 ceramide complex. Love that. That's by In Beauty Project. And then before those, I hydrated my face with this by Sarah Hydrating Mist, because I never put products on dry skin. I always put them on damp skin, because it just helps soak in so much better. And then these, and then this one around my eyes is my eye cream at the moment. Very unusual eye cream, multi-peptide eye serum. So actually this serum could go underneath an eye cream, and that would maybe work a little bit better. In fact, I'm going to take that back to London with me, because I'm enjoying that and I'll keep on doing it. Right, so I'm going to quickly throw some things in a handbag, pack my camera up, and see you at the train station. Not in the Yellowstone way, in the actual way.
Hi, darling. Oh, my darling girl. My darling girl.
At the station with a very rushed, well, not a very rushed coffee. Managed to get a coffee nearby. It's never really get coffee in Red Reef. It's so annoying. We're now waiting for the 8:42 up to London. Hi, darling. She says bye, everybody. Well, I made it after a very quick turnaround from Getting to the train, getting home, unpacking and repacking. I made it and I'm now about half an hour away from work. We're just going over Westminster Bridge and it is absolutely fantastic. It's crazy. What a terrible angle. You didn't see any of that. The two actors I had on the one show tonight were so lovely, but it was all quite a bit rushed because they came in a little bit late, which was fine. It just meant that I was really powering through time myself, and also I didn't know them, so I'm not obviously going to stick my camera in their face. But I'm now packing up. I've just gone and checked them, make sure everyone looks okay. And it's about 20, oh hello, oh you're going, off you go. And it's about 7:20, so I need to really quickly pack up and get out of here because I'm going out after work and I just want to make sure that I'm out the door on time and not keeping anyone waiting for me. And of course I'm leaving my kit here overnight, so which I completely forgot I was doing, which is brilliant to not have to carry it back and forth, but it does mean, oh, and a lip balm. It's so nice when you find a lip balm in a pocket, isn't it? It does mean that I forgot to bring a bag to put all my stuff in, so I'm just borrowing from Tess, our stylist, a carrier bag to carry everything in. So glamorous. Anyway, let's get this kit away and get out of here. I'm just going to leave it in the corner, I think. Hopefully that's going to be safe overnight. I need to find out whether I'm in this room tomorrow or a different room. And that will affect where I'm setting up. So much stuff to carry. Water bottle. Do I take my actual water bottle home? I think I should. Should I? No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So heavy. It's so heavy. Anyway, one of my really good friends is Mel is working tonight doing the main presenter, so I've got to see her, which is really nice. Not forget my pass because that will be fun getting in tomorrow. I'm going to tuck this right in the corner and get rid of all of this. And here she comes, she'll be here any second now. Let's turn on the TV to make sure we can see what everyone looks like on screen. Although I don't know, it's the biggest TV in history. Look at it next to me. Let's see if it's going to go straight to channel 1. No, bugger. How do you make this work? Typical old school BBC, that's like all old gadgets. I can't get that to work. Right, we're going into the other room to check. I'm going to see you later. It might not be for a while because like I say, I'm going out now. And there might not be much way of me being able to talk to you. Just doing some somatic shaking and a bit of body tapping. All health and wellness, aren't I? That's not the local ghost, my door just always opens up like that. I only got the old double red lights out, like the complete wellness queen I am. Shake that, shake that, shake that, shake that, shake, 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 shake. So yeah, I thought, well, if I'm going to have the mask on, might as well put the body on and get the old legs and chest. Except obviously I'm not naked because you're watching this. But you know, better than nothing. Actually, it's more for my arms because you know I've really damaged my arms and the tendons in them. I don't know if red light therapy does anything, but I'm sure as hell going to give it a go. So that's what we're doing now. We're just moving and shaking, getting those bodies moving, getting the lymph straining. A little bit of Chinese medicine, a little bit of body stringing. And surely it counts for something, even if it's not a proper workout. Who knows? We all could just look back on this in 30 years' time and say we were crazy. Hiya. Well, if you didn't believe that was in London, there's the old red box behind me to prove it. And the old red bus. Hang on, there she is. I'm definitely back, and I'm definitely, oh, it's so nice walking without my kit. Oh my God. I just love being able to come to these events or come into town without my kit. And because I left it there in the one show last night, I don't even have to take it in town with me when I go back out tonight for work. What a dream. What a dream. It means I can just pop into town, run around. It's like being a different person. Wow, sorry. I've still got, do you remember me saying in the last video, like when I bent forward, I like caught my breath. Like I just seem to lose my breath at really random times. Maybe I need to practice some deep breathing. So you and I are going to Lancôme summer party. It's a PR launch for their new, I believe it's their new makeup fixing spray, and I think some fragrance or body spray, but with a different brand, but maybe it's under the umbrella of Lancôme. I'm not quite sure. I need to find out, but it's in 180 Studios, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, it's a private members club as part of the Soho House group that I actually used to be a member of in 180 Studios, which is on the Strand, which just has its back to the river, the north bank of the river. Was my local, do you know what, my arm is so sore I can't even hold up this camera, is at the, was my local one, and it's got a rooftop pool, so it's where I used to go swimming, go to events and just go for lunch and have meetings here. But I gave up my membership, I guess about a year ago now, and I haven't regretted it for a second. And I have been back quite a few times since, just for events or work actually, or just with friends who've got memberships there. And I just don't miss it at all. I've got my little local Camberwell pool, which obviously is much closer. But this isn't far to get to. It takes me about 20 minutes, so it's fine. But the point is, it's very expensive and quite unnecessary. I just couldn't justify the money, even though I pay for it out of my business, thank you, because I used it to have meetings and stuff. Anyway, this is really embarrassing talking in the street with this camera, so I'm going to put you down and I'll see you when we get in there. Oh, this is a new restaurant. It's also super noisy, and the pool is just out there. Everyone's just mingling in through the doors in front of me. They're all getting different coconut cocktails and bits and pieces from the bar. I could have had a cante, could have had anything I wanted. I didn't, because I just wanted another coffee. The only thing I would say, and I'm not complaining about a free coffee, but it's super milky and I'm not a latte girl. I should have just gone for a black. Anyway, look at my free gift, and look at this. Let's actually tell you what exactly it is. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to talk really loudly. UV Expert Super Screen SPF 50. So it's a roll-on stick. And it's got its own pouch. And then I got a little clear bag, which is perfect for the beach, with some kind of, I think that's the face setting spray and the cooling juicy hair and body mist. So I'm very excited to try that. In fact, should we just try it together while I'm here now? Let me see if I can do it with one hand. I don't know anybody, which is the real shame. I would have loved to have known some more people. Hang on, I'm going to take the plastic off the edge. Let's set you up on my phone, will you? Yay, perfect. Oh, cool. Juicy hair and body mist. Oh, here it comes. Oh, you know what it smells like? It smells like freshly washed laundry. Sorry about this angle, hang on. It smells like freshly washed laundry. God, that is gorgeous. Mixed with like apple and like lime or something. I can't explain it. It's so nice. Look how cool these girls are. Everyone is so cool. I look like such a geek. Everyone I have been home, rested like the old lady I am, turned around, got changed again, freshened up, have another shower, come back out, and I've just done some returns in H&M. And then I was meant to post my friend's birthday card, and I was like, right, there's a post box in the BBC because I'm running late, because I was ages on the bus again. And of course the BBC post box only takes first class stamps. Hi! So anyway, I'm here now, I'm just grabbing my kit. Hello! Hello! Grabbing my kit as promised. Off I go. Here she is. And I'm gonna go and set up in the makeup room a sec.
That girl is a runner, she was born to get away. Hear that two-tone humming, headed out to the highway. I should have seen it coming through the years left in the dust. But after all the lessons learned, it would end the both of us. There's a first for everything, like a hand.
Murdered. So Charlie, you and Joe McFadden play the parents of Chris.
We do.
And in this production, Chris is played by a female, which is different, of course, to the story.
It is,
Go on,
yes.
tell
Well,
us
we
all.
just have a fresh perspective, really.
Yeah.
A fresh new look at the show itself. It's been reinvented and reimagined by brilliant director Ned Bennett and Eleanor Bull, who's the designer. And it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
So for those that don't know the story, I mean, Chris is neurodivergent, but and obviously sees the world in a really different way. But it's shown on stage through incredible stage design.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it like when you first saw it, and what can people expect?
I think this particular version of the show is certainly going to invite people to see the world through different eyes, which I think is really important, to see the world through different perspectives, you know.
The last clip you saw was me in the pub, and this is like 3 hours later. I literally had 2 gins with my colleague Ali, which was so lovely, just to have a bit of a chat and a catch up and hear about it. Oh, sorry. Let's see how that comes out in the edit. And then I got home and started taking my makeup, and it was a mission to get home. It's actually like 10:30 now, and I finished work at 7:30, and we were not out that long, but I waited for one bus that actually decided to never come, and then ended up getting another bus that I had to change it to the direct one because that one never came, and I just waited for ages, and it was a really busy, hot bus with my kit, and I questioned all my life choices because I could have easily got a taxi, but at least I didn't spend any money at all on travel. This last 2 days I've been getting buses everywhere in a heat wave, so I'm really proud of myself for that, with a massive kit. Anyway, I realised I got home and haven't kind of filled in the evening or talked to you about how it went with Charlie on the One Show or anything like that, but I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a busy day. It's going to be the last day of our vlog, but I think it's a good day because I'm Pilates, hair, night out, working from home. So I actually think, considering this is the tiniest vlog in the world in terms of days, actually it's probably, I think, what I like to watch, but maybe I'm kidding myself. I mean, do you like to watch someone taking off their makeup when they're a little bit drunk? It's niche. I get it. Morning. I'm so annoyed I woke up at 6. I'm so annoyed. Not what I wanted at all. And, do you know what's more annoying about that? Sorry, my room's looking a bit of a mess. If you wake up at 6, you're like, right, do you know what you could do? Get out and not be in a rush later. No, I just kept trying to go back to sleep, not going back to sleep, and now guess who's in I rush. Later. It's like I know myself really well or something by now. Anyway, whatever guys, I'm getting ready. Let's get some skincare on. I've already got some vitamin C. Oh, right, let's start again. I have vitamin E spray on a dry face because my face was so dry after having my red light therapy mask on with no skincare that I put the vitamin E spray on purposely to try and trap some moisture in underneath my first serum, and my first serum on top of doing that was this Lancôme brightening watermelon serum. Then I went in with some vitamin C serum, probably pretty much the same thing, eye cream, and finally the Vichy Mineral 89 SPF 50. That's that. SPF on my lips. This is the Hello Sunday cherry tinted lip glaze. Quite nice actually, because if you've got nothing else on, surely that's like a little bit of something, isn't it? Going to Pilates, dressed like that. In fact, I'm going to put that in my top so I've got some lip balm when I'm in there. I'm going to Pilates, but I'm going to pick up a prescription first. I'm just doing up my shoes. And I will say it's the nicest thing about this time of year. It's like you can literally, you know when you go to do an exercise class in the winter and you've got tons of layers on, then you get there, you've got to take them all off, take your shoes off, whatever, and then put them all back on the end. You just turn up, take your flip-flops off and you're ready to go. Water, I need to pack some water. I need to turn off the red light and get out the door. Lovely. Extra shot.
Extra salt with the vanilla and the old.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Okay, I put a prescription in about 4 weeks ago, so I am going to collect it, and I'm almost certain it's probably not there anymore because I've taken so long to get it. But unfortunately, the hours are just rubbish. It's just so hard to get them when you're working or away. I should probably set up for to have it sent from my house. Anyway, we've gone for an extra shot, splash of oat milk, 2 pumps of vanilla at my favourite local coffee shop, which is called Tags on the Walworth Road. Let's do a little taste test together, shall we? You know what I sometimes don't like? That is really nice. I sometimes don't like the syrups, but I need the syrups. And because I'm not a bitter coffee, I will drink, but it's not my favourite. Like, it's hard, I find it hard work, not a pleasure. So I think I need to think of something that, maybe just like an agave, but then not every coffee shop does that. Maybe we're getting into the pumpkin spice territory soon, but I'm not going to cave in as early as other people. No way. It is still well and truly summer in London, and we're holding on to it for as long as we can. Okay, I did get the prescription. It was hard to find those, so it took ages because I think they'd been there for so long. Anyway, I showed you a little bottle of mousse. That little bottle of mousse is so handy to take on holiday, to have just in your kit if you're a makeup artist, or in your bathroom if you've got fine, or you're working on someone with very fine straight hair. And I know mousse has always seems like something for curly hair, but actually what it does is kind of give a bit of grip and texture to hold a style that you wouldn't even notice that. It just takes the slip off. So if you put it in when it's wet, then dry it as normal and then style it, it really, really helps. Also helps with like setting rollers in, holds a curl. This is brilliant. So anyway, I picked up a little one because when I go to the hairdresser this afternoon, I'm slightly worried they won't have a mousse, and therefore I want to make sure I've got one to be able to take with me and put in if they haven't got it. Anyway, I've just got to my Pilates. No, it's not Pilates. I keep saying that. I'm doing bar class today at somewhere called Motion Yoga, which is just behind me in these old stables that have been done up. So I'm now about to go in. This is my bar studio. It's only been open probably about 18 months now.
Plot it down. That's it, guys. Keeping 80% of weight on our big toe, 20% on our little toe. Beautiful, guys. We've got this. Exercise slightly, yeah.
I'm done. That was it. It was a great class, but my arm, as I keep moaning about, so this arm here that I hit, got hit on with a door when I was in Bath. If you saw my Bath vlog, you would have seen it. It's like, obviously I'm going to keep exercising it and stretching it and doing everything I can to try and help myself. But it's really I don't know what to say. Like, I just don't, it's just not getting better. It's hindering my life. I don't know if I'm making it worse by what I'm doing to try and stay strong and fix it. But anyway, we did the class, it was great. The only thing is, I just wish these studios would invest in aircon a little bit. There's an aircon like machine. They just need to put a couple on the walls. Like, if you're a gym, you need aircon, because what I think might happen to me now, and I'm gonna try and not put it into the universe, but if I get hot, my head gets hot, I get a migraine, and I don't want that for the birthday tonight. So what I'm actually gonna do, even though I'm having my hair, I'm going to have my hair done with you this afternoon, I think I'm just gonna wash my hair, have a cold shower. Luckily, having a cold shower isn't a choice at the moment. That's embarrassing. He's quite good looking as well. Because I haven't got any gas. I have my gas card in my handbag, ready to be topped up. Have I gone and done it? No. And I can go and do it now. I've got plenty of time. But I can survive and have a cold shower, to be honest. And walking around 5 different places in this heat trying to find somewhere to top up a gas card is just not on my hit list right now. So it's my fault for even letting it run out. Anyway, see you in a bit. We are on lunch mode, possibly a little bit early. It's only 11:30, but I thought if I do it, I've then got a little snack to eat all day. The most important part, obviously, the tahine. You want to get this on absolutely everything. Go fucking wild, because it is bloody delicious. Well, here I am sitting down to do our makeup together, except I think there's a festival on in the park across the road from my house. I've got about 10 acres of parkland just across from where I live, and I'm pretty sure there is a festival going on in there, because I can hear it. And I've also got my washing machine on, so you know, good luck on the audio for this. But that's okay. That is okay. We are just gonna. Also, I'm gonna have to use a mirror. I cannot see myself at all in the monitor, and also you don't want me looking at I'm pretty sure you don't want me looking in the monitor the whole time, although me looking into the mirror might be just as annoying. Wow, I looked really, in the monitor, all I needed was 2 little dabs of concealer. Now I'm in the mirror, I'm like, oh okay, yeah, no, you will need more of that. If this is what you're seeing, that's not what I look like. But to be fair, I actually don't want to put much on, and that won't be hard because I've managed to come over and sit down with you and not bring half of what I need from my dressing table. Well, the one thing I haven't got is my flawless filter. Actually, there might be some beside me in the drawer. See, this is a bit dark for me without foundation, without tan on, to be honest. Let's see what I've got beside me here. Hello. In just beside me, in my like old mid-century sideboard, I've got a ton. There we go. Of spare makeup or brand new makeup. Woohoo! There she is. That I keep to top up my kit with, either when I buy things or if I get sent things. So I never run out. Like, I always have wipes in there, and what else do I always carry in there? Like, you know, anti-shine, hairsprays, like quite sort of common things that I get through quite a lot of, to be honest. So in goes the concealer underneath the eyes, and actually, to be honest, that's all I wear on my face, and then I just put that flawless filter like you saw on my cheekbones and kind of just blend it out, try and keep it on the areas that I only want high shine, like my cheekbones, and try and avoid it on the rest of my face. And that's pretty much all I put on my skin. Any leftover concealer from the brush goes onto my eyelids to try and knock back those veins a little bit, and then I set that in place with well, actually it could be anything. It could be a little, I've got to take these off my ears because it's just too hot and annoying. I washed my hair and just left it in a bun on top of my head to dry. I didn't actually dry it. And that seems crazy, but like I said, I really wanted to, after going for the class, just to feel a bit cooler. And let's take off the shine a little bit, especially around the eyes where I don't want my eyeshadows to crease. I just needed to get my hair wet, so I had that cold shower and then I just left it to dry, and I didn't put any products on it, which obviously I never do. And can you see how shiny it looks without products in? I mean, it definitely dulls down when I put all the mousse in and all the texture sprays, but unfortunately it's so clean there's no way I could really style it without them. So let's have two Evas. Wow, it is hot sitting in the sun here. I wish I had the fan on, and this t-shirt is really thick. Right, I'm taking much too long to do a very simple makeup with you. Much too long. This is going to be a really long video. I'm using the Stila palette. Now I've powdered down my eyes. This is called Stila Colour Cocktail Travel Lip Cheek and Eye Palette in Malibu Sunset, and I'm going to use these two lovely, lovely warm. Have I got a brush? Treat myself to a brush. Kind of like these peachy. What would you call that? It's definitely peachy shades. Which actually I don't even know what I'm wearing yet, so I probably shouldn't be putting them on. And I was going to do a green eye today and wear a really simple outfit, but I actually think I'm going to wear a slightly dressier outfit now, because I want to wear simple because I wear quite dressy, like I feel like I'm always quite dressed up to wear. So when I go out I want to just wear basically a t-shirt. Sometimes in my job it's the opposite way around. A lot of people wear like t-shirts and jeans to jobs, but I never would do that. Except when I go out, I think, oh, people don't realise that I actually do dress properly, and therefore I feel like I should like withhold that. I've just put a little, I'm a bit weird, I have to like do my makeup in stages. Like I've just put a wash of that eyeshadow on, my eyes are nowhere near done, but I suddenly realised my eyebrows aren't done, and until they're done I can't concentrate on anything. On my eyebrows I've got my Delilah wind up mechanical pencil. Do you know what, I think I'm going to have to do a very basic makeup with you guys because I can't sit here in this heat. It is stifling. I don't know why it's so bad. Maybe because I'm like actually in the window. It hasn't been feeling that bad today. Let's get a little bit of a cheek on together, and then that will at least build the look a little bit. This is the cream blush out of the same palette, just for ease. And it's really nice. It's like a really kind of, sorry how gross it is, mid-tone. Would work for most white people, I would say, and even into a sort of like a slightly darker skin tone, because it has got that sort of berry-ish shade in it. Although personally on dark skin tones I just love more of a coral. Let's get some freckles on. One side of this pen has got these big freckly bits and the other side's got the small bits, so I do a few just there with, I don't know whether you can see that, with the large pen, and then I go in with the littler pen, which is actually running out now. And it's sort of like, because of the shape of your nose, you've got to like bend it around, but then sometimes you don't get any colour and sometimes you just get the edges of the pen. I think it's just run out too much now. Yeah, that's annoying, like you just print the wrong. There, it's working again now. It's weird, it's like you just take, it sort of like hits and misses. Where it wants to be. And there's a train in the background just to make it even better. Let's curl our eyelashes. In fact, you know, I might take my makeup kit, all of it, to the hair salon with me so I could do more in there. And also if my hair gets washed and I end up looking rubbish or water gets in my eyes, I'm not going to be freaking out. But if I do the majority now, maybe I won't have to take so much with me. I could just take a smaller bag. I'm already taking mousse to put in, like you see. And because it's quite a long train, I'm going to take my fan and water, so I normally like to take absolutely nothing out with me, but it's going to be slightly different on this trip. Always heat up my eyelash, eyelash curlers with a lighter. Not recommending you to do that, but heated metal does make my eyelashes really curl and stay. If it's cold metal, they might curl, but they definitely wouldn't stay under the weight of a wet mascara. In fact, what I might do is do my eyelashes really well and just no other eyeshadow, and then put a false lash on, because I think maybe that's needed for tonight to feel a bit more special than normal. Sleep in my eyes. How nice. How lovely for you to see that. Let's get a bit of mascara on. My mascara is by Delilah as well, and I love this one, and I think it's rubbed off. I don't know what it was. It's the gold Delilah. It's like just the spoolie's like not one of those weird plastic ones. It's a proper old-fashioned spoolie with like almost like it's sort of like, you know, the old-fashioned with the bristles. And it's not too wet. In fact, it's got better the drier it's got. What is unfortunate is my eyelashes are still going through these weird like twisty stages, and I don't know what. I can only put it down. Oh my god, they're so bad on this end at the side here. Wow. I can only put it down to sleeping on them. I have really got myself in a pickle with my sleeping, and really sleeping too much on my face and on my side, and that I've noticed it on other people's eyelashes for years doing their makeup, and I'm actually seeing it on my own now after feeling quite smug for a long time. So 42 years on, it's caught up with me. There's hardly any of them. They're really sparse, and they just like have these gaps, and then they grow out in all different directions, so they like cross each other over and make them each other fall down. It's really annoying. I've never had great eyelashes, so I definitely don't want them to be worse. I think I'm definitely going to need some setting spray. I've got any here. Oh, have I got this new one? Makeup Magnet Skin Loving Micro Setting Mist. I've got the new one from Lancôme that I got on the party I went to yesterday. So, oh no, it's a wet one. I was hoping it was an aerosol one. Only reason I get annoyed about that is because my eyelashes drop under the mist. So I have to kind of protect, I have to like avoid my eye. How can I do that? Smells nice. Smells quite like an old-fashioned, like your grand's perfume smell. If that makes my eyelashes drop, I'll be so pissed off. I thought this was like I much prefer the aerosol ones, but it smells nice. I wonder how much it is. I bet it's really expensive. To be fair, it is a very fine mist. It's not gloopy or droppy. And that wouldn't, it literally wouldn't bother anyone who has not straight hair and has not straight eyelashes. Seems quite nice, doesn't it? Anyway, right, that's it. That's all I'm going to do for now because it's hot and you can't even see anything. You can't see me very well anyway. I'm going to put on some more of my Hello Sunday SPF 50. Isn't that such a nice little shade of like tint? Okay, here we go. We're done. Just take a photo of that for the cover of this. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Oh yeah, I'm on the train.
Richmond, St Margaret's, Twickenham, Strawberry Hill, Teddington, Hampton Wick, Kingston, Norbiton, New Malden, Rains Park, Wimbledon, Earlsfield, Clapham Junction, Vauxhall and London Waterloo.
Okay, I'm on the train. I'm going to get my hair done now in St Margaret's. So I've just got a bus to Waterloo and Waterloo to here, so it takes like an hour. And then from here I'll go on to Vic's birthday party later. So I was going to show you before and after of my hair, but it's so hot I just clipped it up after the shower. Although you would have seen it in the makeup video. And this is what I've decided to wear today.
Please mind the gap between the train and
very,
the
very old
platform
dress. That is like, I feel
Change
like a
here
bit
for
dated
the
and old
District
fashioned.
Line,
But
London Underground and London Overground.
I just thought I'd never wear it in winter, and while it's still so hot, I've just got to wear it and make the most of it because I've got loads of outfits that I thought, actually you can wear these when it's colder, so save them for then. So anyway, fun facts. So, I'm in Joseph's, the foils are in, the countdown is on. Wait till you see the blow dry though, the blow dry is the best bit. How natural is that? Love these.
But you think you're doing it wrong. Ooh. High pressure on
messy. I'm really late. It's okay. The hair's done. Just gotta take it out when I get there. Put my heels on, put my lipstick on. We're good to go.
Pretty pictures from the
Well, that is it. It's the Sunday morning after the roller skating night out last night. I ended up getting in at 2 a.m. That was not my intention, and a very expensive Uber home from Hampton to London, so should have got on the train, but I think because I got there so late after that hair appointment, it meant everything was shunted back, whereas if I got there at 7 I would have felt like I had more time, but it's also really just nice catching up with everyone. So anyway, we're on our way down to Cornwall. As you've seen, I'm on the train, I'm set up, I've got my toasted sandwich, I've got a coffee, I'm going to try and shake this hangover off, and just wanted to say thank you for watching another vlog. I can't talk too loud because it's so embarrassing that I'm doing this, but I just wanted to do a little outro and just say, of course, as ever, thank you for watching and see you next time.